went down the wrong pipe. Okay, part 2. Yay! Okay, now, oh wow, look at everybody who's joining. Hello! I promised you I'd be back. I am feeling so good today, so I wanted to go ahead and just finish this look with everybody, but I wanted to, hi Pepper and Alan and Chris, Amber from Fort Hood. Hey, a fellow military person. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Pepper. Hi, Erica. Hi, Chris and Jennifer and Dee. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. So I'm assuming that most of the people that are on here right now, hi Mindy. You guys are so funny. I wanted to make the last video short so that everybody could see what I'm trying to show you, the amazing kudos deal, okay? $99 on my website. You're saving $40. This is normally $139 for these 4 items, okay? So that was what I showed on the last, what did I just drop? Oh, that's what I showed on the last video. I wanted to just do a quickie video for that so that people could see what that kudos was about, okay? And now I'm just going to go on and just finish my thing. Oh, and I also showed the pressed powder, okay? Taffeta. So here we go. If you're just joining me and didn't see my kudos, my Flawless 4 that I used on the video prior to this one, I put on my Glorious Primer. Well, somebody called me out on it. I put my Divine Moisturizer first. They thought it was the same thing because they kind of look the same, okay? So that's the first thing you saw me put on was my moisturizer. After I've already washed my face and, you know, put my rose water on and my Instant Lift Serum and stuff like that. Then that Divine Moisturizer, then the Flawless 4, which consists of the Glorious Face and Eye Primer, just a pea size on the full face. I still have the old tubing because it's still got a lot in it, and so yours is going to look long, black, and sleek. That's the new tubing is packaging is what that looks like, okay? What it looks like on the actual kudos site. This is my old one that I'm still using up. And then I used the Taffeta concealer to cover up my tattoos on my eyes. Then I used the Glorious Face and Eye Primer. I'm sorry, the Touch Mineral Liquid Foundation. I still got buzzing around in my head from laying down so long. So this is our liquid gold, okay? This one is in the shade Taffeta as well, okay? So I use these two together. And, of course, it comes with the brush as well. So all 4 of these items on my website, www.smokinghotlashes.beauty.com, which I put on the above here so that you all know where to go to. And you can always come to me, PM me, so I can color match you really quick and easy. And then you'll know which shades. There's 13 shades, okay? So if you saw that video, that's what that was about, okay, the first video. So we're done with those things. So I'm going to put those away really quick, and then we are going to move on to the next thing that I do. All right. For those of you who know me know that I must contour my face. Because I have a round face, and I like to add a little bit of dark contour and highlight, okay? Hi everybody. Okay, this is what I use personally. Okay, we've got all sorts of things that you can contour with and highlight. Like I said, the concealers, you can use those with a beauty bud, you know, a wet beauty bud, or, you know, 2 shades lighter than what your skin is to highlight, 2 shades darker to contour. Or you can get one of our trios, which comes in light, medium, and dark. Okay, this is the dark one. You can use that as your sculpting trio, which is a highlight and contour kit, okay? Which they are amazing. Or you can do what I do, and I take our highlight contour brush, okay? And I use beachfront bronzer, our powdered beachfront bronzer, and I use the shade Malibu. I use the darkest one to do my contour. Hi, Deborah. Yeah, I missed you too. I missed everybody on here. Oh, Gracie, you're so sweet. You just made my day. And hello to everybody else. Okay, here we go. We're going to just move on with contouring and the highlighting, okay? This girl would not do it if it wasn't easy, okay? So I'm showing you how easy this is. Let me push up my headband. Okay. I'm going to push up that so I don't get a whole bunch of makeup on my headband. All right. This has two shades. It's got a shimmer shade and it's got a matte shade, okay? I always take our contour highlight brush and I go to the dark side, okay? I'm going to the dark side. All right. And I just put it on and I find my cheek, where my cheekbones are supposed to be, which obviously I have no cheekbones. So I am going to find them and go right underneath them, okay? So I start at the hairline and I draw a line. Just like that, okay? So you can see I'm going to create cheekbones. Hey everybody, don't be scared to contour, Jennifer. It's really, really simple. I'm going to show you what this looks like, and you're going to laugh because it actually, I'm going to look like a clown for a few minutes, and then I'm going to show you how it all blends, okay? So I put my contour right there underneath where my cheekbones would normally be. Notice I said that. And you can already see. You see how I'm starting to get a cheekbone right there? Then I put a line right here on my jaw. Okay, we want to shadow because I want to give myself more of a sculpted look on my face. And this is an everyday thing for me that I normally do, okay? And then we're going to go on to this side, and I'm going to do the same thing and pull that color down. And like I said, I'm using the matte side of this beachfront bronzer in the shade Malibu. We have Sunset, Hermosa, and Malibu. I like the dark one, okay? It's just quicker for me, and it's easier. I can use all three, but I like this one the best. Okay, so you see that dark line? You hear mine? Okay, here we go. I'm going to try my best to continue to look down and try to catch these comments. If I miss your comments, make sure that you know, I will answer them when I'm done. I will personally answer everybody if I happen to miss it, because sometimes the comments go up way too fast for me to be able to see them. And if you need me to PM you, or you need to PM me to get a color match or to find out what products I'm using, or how to join my team, or whatever, any questions that you have and you want to speak to me personally, always feel free to contact me, okay? I'm always right here, and you just PM me and I answer you back, okay? So anyways, okay, here we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this around my hairline. Same thing, okay? Now I'm going to thin out my nose. Now you see how easy that was so far? All right, now I'm going to put it just on the side of my nose because I need to thin my nose out. You see how it's going just on the side? Just like that. I just pull it down, okay? This is all an illusion. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And like I said, normally this is a lot faster, but I'm doing it as a tutorial because I've had so many people send me messages, and I appreciate it so much that when I was sick that they missed my tutorials, and I missed doing them, but I did not feel good enough to do them. So, all right, now I'm starting to slim out my nose. What I'm going to do, and I'm going to go and shorten my nose. I'm going to do the illusion of shortening it. So I'm going to put the contour, the dark, underneath, right there, okay? So we're going to give an illusion of my nose getting shortened. Then I want to give an illusion of a pouty lip, so I'm going to put it just underneath my lip right there, okay? So you can see that right there, all right? So that is contour. Did I freeze? Okay, that is contour. Simple. Easy peasy, okay? Now watch. We are going to highlight. This is where it starts looking crazy, okay? But easy, very easy. It does not feel like I have anything on my face. This is so lightweight, and I wouldn't be using this and doing this as much as I do for you guys if this felt like I had cake face. I don't go for that kind of stuff. I want it to feel light, but I want it to last all day, and this does, okay? So I'm going to take the color, and I need to get another one out here pretty soon, but that is the shade Scarlet. It is our lightest pressed powder that we have, and I'm going to use the paddle side of that highlight contour brush, okay, which you can find under Tools and under the brushes, okay? Now, you see those dark lines from my jawbone and right there? We're going to put white in between there, okay? Just like that. And what that's going to do is it's going to give me a sculpted look, all right? It's not done yet. Don't freak out. I'm just showing you how easy highlight and contouring can be, all right? Now, you see it's between those two dark lines. Now, the next place you want to put it is on your forehead. This is where the sun's going to hit, okay? Just in a semicircle, just like that. And then pull it down the top of your nose, okay? And then on your Cupid's bow, right there. And on your chin. Now watch this magic. Those of you who watch me all the time know exactly what I'm getting ready to do. I know you do. Okay. These bones on the side of my nose that make my nose look fat and wide drives me crazy. We all have something on our faces that we don't like. This happens to be the thing that I hate the most, is that, okay? You're not going to see me highlight underneath my eyes. And the reason why is because of my age. I'll be 50 years old in 5 months from now. So I don't want to draw attention to fine lines and wrinkles, okay? They're going away with the skincare that I've been using and stuff like that. My fine lines and wrinkles are like way less than they used to be. If you look at pictures of myself 2 years ago and beyond, you'll see what a huge difference my skin looks like right now. But watch this magic, okay? You see those big bones, all right? I'm going to take that same Scarlet right there, and I'm going to put it on the tip, and I'm going to just bring it down the side of my nose. Remember, I'm slimming out my nose, okay? And there it goes. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. That big bone, we want to mask it. Now you see, I look like I've got basically a normal size nose. That was my favorite. Oh my gosh, it's pouring down rain. We just washed our vehicles. Ooh, go figure, right? Right. Okay, anyways, do you see that magic? No nose job needed, just a little bit of contour and highlight. I love that. And I'm going to give the credit where the credit is due. I learned this trick right here for this from the beautiful black status leader, Heather Hermes. If you're not following her, you need to follow her. She's amazing. She is oh my God, she's amazing. I love that woman. And, you know, I learned how to slim my nose out. So I am really super excited about that. Okay, so you can see I've got contour, highlight, contour, all the way around, contour on the side of my nose, highlight right here for those bones. highlight down here, my Cupid's bow, and right there, okay? Easy, easy. You saw me do it. It's simple, okay? So now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, and I'm going to use a light colored blush today because we're not going to go crazy. I'm going to use the color Sweet. This is our lightest shade blush, all right? It's highly, highly pigmented, so you've got to be real careful when you put this on. But when you see me do it, you're going to go, oh my God, what did she do to her face? Okay, this is where I'm telling you it gets worse before it gets better. I just tap, 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 and put it on the edge right there. Now, right above that contour, I find my actual apples of my cheeks, okay? And I dot, dot, dot right above, okay? And then I darken it. So now we're going to look like a Neapolitan ice cream on the side of the face, okay? Here we go. Dot, dot, dot. Aw, thank you, Rosita. It's really simple. It's really simple. Oh, what is that? We can all agree she doesn't look fit. Aw, Amber, thank you so much. Aw, that is so sweet. Okay, here we go. I've got to, I saw that come across and I was like, what? 50? That's me? Almost. Okay, now, that was Sweet, okay? I've had this for 1.5 years. I use it all the time. This one and Seductive are my two go-tos, okay? My Seductive is my actual favorite, which is this one, okay? Beautiful, beautiful color. And then this is our lightest one in Sweet. I've had these for 1.5 years, and there's hardly anything taken out of it, and I use it all the time, okay? So we used Sweet for today. Now, this is the part where y'all go, oh, she looks like a clown. Lovely. Delete. Don't want to watch her no more. Okay, watch this magic, okay? We're going to go to the pressed powder that I used, okay, this is the shade Satin, okay? I used Taffeta for my base face, okay, for my concealer and my foundation. But I went to Satin so that I can have that glow. Now watch this, okay? You see all that? That's highlight, contour, and blush. And it looks like a hot mess. I know. But you saw how easy it was to put on. Now watch what it does, okay? You take your powder and you put it on the end of your brush. I'm a brush girl. I highly recommend a puff brush, okay, to do this. Now watch this all blend, okay? You just put it on. And it does not give you that ugly orangey look, okay? Now you see how easy that was? I've still got my contour. I still got the highlight. I've got my shadow down here so that I've got more of that chiseled look that you see on my pictures, okay? Very simple. It just blends, all right? Now we're going to go ahead and do the other side so that we don't look like a hot mess. And you don't have to push very hard. You don't press at all, really. You're just buffing. Just like that. And there you go. Okay? Now you're back to a normal looking face. And you saw that color I had on my face. And now it looks natural, okay? It's quick and easy when you do it. You just slap it on. It took me more time because I was showing you how to do it, all right? The next thing I like to do personally is my brows, because if I don't do my brows, I don't feel like anything else can go right. Because I got to see what's going on. But before I do my brows, I'm going to use the eye primer because I am going to put some eyeshadow on. So this is for all skin types. It's one shade. It's like a nude, and it can go for ivory skin tones, medium skin tones like mine, or ebony beauties, okay? We all use the same shade of this. This is going to help keep your colors popping. All right, I'm just used to using it. I love it. And for those of us who are older, who have like papery feeling eyelids, and get those like veiny looking things, those like blue lines and green lines and whatever through there, that this covers that. Okay, so it's just a base is all it is. It's an eye priming base, and then you just put it on just like that with a concealer brush, okay? And that's it. And you just let it sit for a few seconds. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and go to my brows. We have these in 3 different shades, okay? We've got the blonde, the light color for like blondes, and then we've got the medium for like medium, like brunettes, redheads, you know, if you want it a little bit more dark. Then you've got your dark brunette black, which is what I'm using, okay? And it has 5 little things in there. Why 5? This is called the Brow Obsession Palette. And yes, you will be obsessed. And you need to get this brush with it because this is magic. Magic. All right. So as you see, my brows are very thinning, balding. I don't pluck. I don't wax. Nothing. My hair does not grow on my eyebrows. Okay. So they look crazy. You want to go with the lightest. They're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You're going to go to number 1 first with the slanted part of this brush. This side is flat, angled, but you're going to want to start with this one, okay? And I'm going to put it in the number 1, and we're going to make a brow. I'm going to do the first one a little bit slower so you can see. Well, actually, I usually start with this eye right here. So, rule of thumb, I want to show you guys this. When you go like this, okay, with any pencil, you see how much brow is missing. Hold on. Okay, straight up. Now you see between the brow and here how much I'm missing of brows. That's where it's supposed to go, okay? Your arch, you take it and go through the pupil, and right there is where your arch should be. Okay, just rule of thumb. You can do them however you want, but this is how you're supposed to do it. Then you take your corner of your eye and you go out like this. Now you see how much is missing in between there? Okay, that's how much brows I'm missing on both sides. I mean, look at that. That one's even more. Look how much baldness I have between where it's supposed to be and where it actually is. Okay, and how short they are. Because it goes at an angle. Look how much is missing. All right? We're going to fix that. Ooh, it's getting hot in this room. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to use my normal arch. I'm not going to go crazy on my eyebrows. This is the light color, shade number 1. Okay? And I just pull it up. I'm going underneath the natural brow line and pulling it up to where the arch is supposed to be, okay? Just like that, with the number 1, the lightest brown that's in your palette. And then I'm going to go down to where it's supposed to be. Like that, okay? Just like that. Now I'm going to do the upper. And I'm just going to lightly go across, meet up to that arch right there, and then again bring it down to where it's supposed to be. Okay, you see that? Now I'm going to fill that color in just like this. Very easy, very simple. Okay, now because I don't have it where it's supposed to be, this is where you take that light color and you be very careful and you make those brows and you lightly, very lightly bring it in. It's just a shadow. You just want a little tiny bit of a shadow there, okay? So that it brings your brows where they're supposed to be, all right? Just like that. Now I'm going to do the other side really quick, and then we're going to go back and show you what the other colors are for in this brow palette. Okay, up and down to where the brows go, all right? Where they're not on my face. And remember, brows are sisters, not twins, and they're not going to look alike unless you are a makeup artist or you're using a stencil or you're just darn good at it. Chances are your brows are not going to look exactly the same, okay? Now, you see how much I have left here? Now I got to bring it in. So I'm going to take that light color brown and I'm going to bring it in. Just like this. Very simple. It's just a shadow. Okay, so now I've got my brows on there, but now I need to give them depth, okay? That's where we're going to go into number 2, okay? This was number 1. This is number 2. This is the dark palette, okay? They all have the other, these are all the same in the others, but these two are what makes the difference, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and go into number 2, and I'm going to put it on that angled side, and I'm going to add depth, like more like ombre-ish. I'm going to deepen that color of my brows because my hair is black, okay? So you want them to match your hair. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Just like that. Okay, so I filled them in. Now, I want to give it that natural microblading, or you know how they have where they look like there's real hairs right here? That's what I'm going to show you next, okay? You take that number 2 and then make sure it's pointed in the right direction, and you're going to get a fulcrum. Just put your finger down there on your nose, and you're going to lightly make little tiny sweeps up that gives you what looks like a brow, like brow hair. Just like that. Okay? So it's going to give you that more of the natural hair brow look. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. It's very easy. And these palettes are seriously obsessive. They really are. I'm obsessed with them. I seriously am. Okay, now I'm going to show you what the next shade is for, okay? Number 3. This is more like a pink color, okay? It doesn't come out that way. I'm going to take that with the flat side, and I'm going to clean up underneath those brows. And it kind of gives a little bit of a highlight underneath there, but it cleans up the brow look. Just like that. And if I'm missing your questions, I apologize. I promise I will answer. And like I said, you are always welcome to PM me at any time about anything having to do with this makeup, or how to join my team, how to actually do this yourself and earn an income off of it, or just to get your stuff at a discount. So PM me and I will walk you through it, and I'd be happy to help you. Okay, so I just cleaned up underneath my eyes. Right through there, okay? Then I'm going to take the 4th one, which is like a opaque, like a I don't know, what color is that? That's kind of like a pearly white. It's not a white, but it's like a off-white color, okay? And then I'm going to clean up the top. So I just put it over the top to clean up any mess that might have happened. Okay? Just like that. And it kind of gives you a little bit of a highlight up there. Makes it nice and clean looking. Okay? Now, number 5. This is a very lightweight wax. Okay? You take it with that flat end, and all you do is you just sweep it over what you just did on your brows. Just like that. Okay, so now you've got your brows. Brows are extremely important to frame your face, your eyes, okay? It may look crazy at this very moment, but that's because I don't have my makeup on, all right? So once you'll see what a difference a brow makes once you see me do the rest. So that is the eyebrows. Very easy. 3 different shades. Mine is the dark brunette black, okay? It's the Moodstruck Brow Obsession palette and the brush that goes with it. The brow, what's this called? It's called the Brow Artist Brush, okay? That's under Tools. All right, so we're done with our brows. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to throw a stain on my lips really quick, okay, so that it dries. I'm going to use one of our lightest shades because I'm going to make a neutral lip today, okay? But I want it to stay all night. Okay, so I'm going to use the color Sappy today, okay? Spill proof, okay? Really nice, really nice. And these last me. The reason why you saw me dry my lips, a lot of people have a problem with lip stain staying, and that's because they're putting it on like a wet vestibule area right here. You want that dry, okay? Dry your lips. After you exfoliated them, dry them really good. My stain stays on for 24 hours. Okay, no matter which one I get. Okay, now I'm just going to put it on. This gives you more of a neutral, natural lip color. This isn't a wild color like I do sometimes, like the purple and the reds. Just make sure you wipe it as you go, okay? And then it goes on like water, and then it dries. And I'll show you in a little bit, but I'm just going to let that sit for a minute. But we're going to turn this into a nude look, okay? A nude lip. So that was the color Sappy that I used, all right? Now we're going to get to the eyes. One of my favorite things to do. All right. We are going to today use the shade, let's see, I need a base shade, which I like to use Determined, okay, in palette number 3. This is my favorite palette. And I'm just going to slap this on real quick as a base shade with my liner shader brush, okay? And I'm going to use this color right here. You can use any light toned pigment for your base. This is a matte shade, so I'm just going to put it and just slap it on there. Just like that. Okay, because we're going to do a simple, easy look, but I haven't been able to try our new Bittersweet Splurge Cream Shadow yet, so I think I'm going to use that today just to see what that look does. Okay, so as you see, nothing special. I just slapped this color right here on as a base, just because I have thinner eyelids, okay, and I don't like to see the little capillaries and everything else. That's why I do it, okay? So, all right, so then I'm going to put that aside. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our brand new Bittersweet. Okay, I'm going to first, I think I need to put this on my hand to see what this is going to do first. Okay, where is it? Oh, that's pretty. Okay. All right. I can live with that. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on just the lid area right here and see what it does. This is a matte. And our Splurge cream shadows do not crease. They go on like butter and they dry into like a powder and they stay all freaking day. I am in love with our Splurge shadows, I'm telling you. It took me a long time to get my first set of Splurges just because I've never liked cream shadows because they always make a hot mess. 5 seconds after you got them on, they crease. And I don't like that. Ours do not do that. Mine will be on tomorrow. If I was to fall asleep with this on, they would still be on there without any creases. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is I'm just putting it on my lids first, okay? This is all going to get blended, so no panic. Here we go. I like that color. My favorite is still Victorious. I'm in love with our Victorious. This one right here is my favorite. Okay, this nude one right here. But this has got a little bit of more of a peachy color to it. But, I mean, it still is going to give me the outcome that I'm going to want. So, let me go ahead and clean this up a little bit here. I'm going to take my deluxe brush and I'm going to just kind of get rid of the harsh lines. Just like that. Okay, now I want a transition color, okay? I've got hooded eyes, so I want to bring my eyes up. I want to give myself an eye lift, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my crease brush, okay? Make sure it's all cleaned off. And then I'm going to use the shade Chipper out of Addiction Palette number 1, okay? It's also a matte color. We're doing mostly matte everything today. Now what I'm going to do is, you see where my crease is? I need to go a little bit higher to give me that eye lift look, okay? So I'm going to go right on that bone and then I'm going to make a line where it's in my crease as well as on the bone, but not under that brow. I want to leave that so that I could put a highlight pop color, okay? So this is what a transition color is. And we're going to blend this, but I just want you to see how you get the dimensions to the eyes, okay? You find your crease, you go just a tiny bit above it and in that crease and bring it to where you want to bring it. Just like that. Just a windshield wiper method. Okay? That is going to be, Chipper was my transition color with this. Okay? And you just kind of even them out. I just go back and forth and even them out, just like that. All right? So now what I'm going to do is I want to buff. It's all about buffing so that you don't have those harsh lines that are, where'd my buff brush go? Here it is. Okay, this is our deluxe brush. It's just one-sided and it's puffy. Make sure it's all clean. And I'm going to buff those harsh lines out. You see how I'm making it nice and smooth compared to that side? Okay, you want them, I mean, you may like the harsh lines. It may look good on you. I don't look good with harsh lines, or I don't think I do. So I like to buff mine out. Just a windshield wiper, just like that. Okay? So that's my transition color and my pop color on my eyes. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to do a smoky eye. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this same palette that I was using, palette number 1, and we are going to go into the color Forthright, because I'm sticking with all matte colors except for when I go to do my pop color. Okay? So I'm going to take our angled sponge brush. Well, actually, no. I'm going to go ahead and use my crease brush, okay? I'm going to use this crease brush, and I'm going to dip it into Forthright on palette number 1, Addiction palette number 1, and I'm going to draw a line like this. You see how I did that? This is a dark brown, okay? Then I'm going to bring it in just a tiny bit. Outer V is where we're at. Okay? You see that? Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue that down under my eye. Okay? Because I want my eyes at the end of this to have an almond shaped and give me an eye lift with a smoky eye. Okay, now do you see that? Very simple. You just bring it in a little bit and right there. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side with Forthright from palette number 1. Palette number 1 is one of our very popular ones. My favorite palette is palette 3. Addiction palette 3 is my absolute favorite. As you can tell, it's a hot mess. But palette 1 is one of the most popular if you like the more neutral shades. You could do hundreds of looks with one palette. There are 7 colors in there. There's both mattes and shimmers. There's matte, 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 shimmer, 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 shimmer. Okay? And they all have that. They all have both. Okay, so now you see that? Now I need to bring that down underneath my eye. Just like this. Hello to everybody who's on here watching me. It's so nice to see you guys all on here. I haven't been on in a while to do a makeup tutorial, and I've been being asked over and over when I'm going to do them. And I thought, you know what? I feel like a whole new person today after getting out of bed from being sick for a week. And I decided, why not put some makeup on? So I missed you guys, and I wanted to join you guys on here. And I apologize if I'm missing your comments. But like I said, I will go back, and I will answer you. And if there's any makeup questions, I will answer them for you. And I will color match you and everything else if you PM me. Okay? And I will show you how to get all these goodies at an amazing price. And if you're not in my VIP group, I'm telling you, you need to be in there because I'm giving something special away tonight. And, yeah, that's only in my VIP group, though. So, okay. So, now that you've seen that I've got the startings of a smoky eye, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blend that so it looks smoky. Smoky, smoky, smoky. Okay, here we go. Again, with the deluxe brush, I just wipe it off on, I've got like little towels laying all over the place. I use my towel in my lap or on my desk here. And then all I do is I take my brush and I sweep it in. That's all I'm doing, is I'm just buffing it in to get rid of those harsh lines, but yet give me that smoky eye effect with the browns. Okay? You see that? And you see that? Okay? It's easy. You just buff. You just blend it in, and I just pull it forward. just like that, okay? Then I'm going to do the same thing with this side. Just going to buff it in. I go from one eye to the other so that first of all, so that I remember what colors I used, because I've got every color we have, and I want to make sure that that I'm putting the right color on for that day. So that's why I go back and forth, just to keep myself in check. Keep myself in check. All right. Just like that. Okay. Now, smoky eye. Smoky eye. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of a pop color. We're going to go into palette 3, and I'm going to use the, where's my liner shader? Right here it is. Okay, no, that's my, where is it? Where are you? Okay, my angled sponge brush, okay? And I am going to go into, all this is matte. I'm going to go into a shimmer shade now. This color, Smitten, right here, okay, in palette 3. And I'm going to put it under my brow, on that, right under where I did the brow. And you see that pop? That gives you that pop color. Okay? What I like to do is I like to bring it down into my tear duct area right here. And I go inward just a tiny bit. Just like that. Okay? And then I go back to the other side. And I put the highlight under that brow. Now, obviously, you don't have to do it as dark as I do. I like dark colors on my eyes, especially if I'm going to do a nude lip. So you can use all these exact same colors and just be lighter handed, and they won't come out this dark. I just prefer my eyes to be darker, so that's why I do it this way. But yeah, you can have a very, very light, very neutral looking eye, very pretty neutral eye, okay? With these exact same colors, you just don't get as heavy-handed as I do with them. But I want my eyes to pop. So now I'm just going to buff that. Make sure everything's buffed all nicely so there's no okay? So now we've got all that. Now what I'm going to do is my wings. I have to have my wings. I feel like I am like a hot mess if I don't have my wings. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tightline. And as you see, my pencil this is the normal size pencil, okay? This is my new one waiting for me. My Imperfect. That is how much has gone down. This is my first one that I've ever used. That's how long it's lasted me, okay? I'm not even kidding. So I've got another one for me set aside, waiting until I cannot use this anymore. This stuff is incredible. I've only had one person that has had problems where it smudges on them for some reason, and I don't know why, because I do not ever have problems with budging or smudging of this. Once I put this on, it stays on, okay? And everybody else that I know. But there was one particular individual, and we contacted support and everything. We don't understand it. It's probably her skin, how she actually is, her skin care, because it's not staying on her eyes, and I don't understand it. I've never had that happen before. She's the first person that I've ever had that happen to, and everybody that gets these from me usually loves them because they are so amazing. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make my, well, first I'm going to tightline, okay? That is going on your upper waterline. You just be careful you don't poke yourself in the eye, okay? Because I want a darker appearance on my waterline up there. And it's going to make my mascara look thicker at the base when I do it. So now I'm going to go ahead and just finish off the bottom on my waterline. Just like that. And I get it on my eyelashes just a little bit. Okay? So now comes the time when I start shaping my eyes, because I want cat eyes and I want them to look mysterious. Okay? That's just me. I just like my eyes looking more mysterious. So I'm going to take that same pencil and I'm going to make wings. And I'm going to bring them down just like that. And then I'm going to color on top of my eyelashes. And you can make your wings as big or as small as you want. I like big wings. I always have. That's just my preference, okay? Now I'm going to connect them from the lower and in just a little bit. Just like that, okay? Now do you see how it's giving me that cat eye look? And I don't even have any mascara on yet. Okay, here we go. We're going to do this side. You just get used to where you want your wings. I'm just used to doing them this way, and that's why it's so quick and easy for me to do it. You just find out where you want them, or if you don't want wings at all, you don't have to. You can just go on the shape of your eyes, okay? But I like mine to give me, I need an eye lift. At my age, I need everything lifted, okay? So we are going with the whole wing thing and lifting these eyes. And it's nice and jet black. This is the shade called Perfect, okay? All right, now that I've got that done, before I do my mascara, as you see, Marlene always puts her gel in her sports bra or whatever, just to warm it up, okay? All mascara will get clumpy and will dry out fast. You need it warm, whether it be in a cup, a coffee cup with hot water. You put your gel tube in there, or do what I do. I just stick it in there while I'm getting ready, okay? I'm going to go ahead and do my lips really quick, and I'm going to turn these into Nude Lips, okay? I'm going to, actually no, I'm going to show you that last. I'm going to go ahead and start with my mascara. Okay, here we go. This is how it's done. It's in 2 steps, okay? Gel, fiber. Okay, you're going to want to go gel, fiber, gel. This is important, okay? For those of you who purchased the new formulated mascara, you want to, it takes very little as for the gel on the first coat compared to the formula that we just had. The formula that we just had, you put more gel, less fibers. This one you put less gel, more fibers. This particular formula has got 4 more polymers in it, so you don't need as much of the gel on there. All I'm doing is spreading them out. Okay? You want to make sure you put that on and just spread them out to where you want them. You can make them as long as you want them, as feathery, or as thick and spidery as you want. It's all up to you, okay? Gel. Right away, you go to your fibers. And you see all that hot mess there? Take it on the back of your hand. Roll those fibers on the back of your hand so that it's under control on there. Then you put it on both sides, mid-lash to tip of those top lashes. Okay? And then you spread them out. You're just putting them on that wet gel. You got to make sure that you're putting these fibers on a wet gel, or else they won't stick and they'll fall down your face. At first it's going to fall down your face anyways until you get used to having two separate tubes to deal with. And if that happens, it's no big deal, because if the fibers were to, say, fall on my face, okay, say something fell like that, okay, you just take a little brush and you just wipe it away. It's really easy, okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to seal those fibers mid-lash to tip on both sides, the underneath and the top, mid-lash to tip. And what you're doing is you're sealing those fibers on, and you're moving them to where you want them, okay? So that they're not all stuck together. And if they get stuck together, you can use a little comb. Like we have our lash combs that are metal that you could use, or you could do what I do, which scares the crap out of everybody every time I do it. But I've had this for, well, my son is going to be 30. This was one of the diaper pins. No, I did not put cloth diapers on him. This was just in one of the packages that they gave me. I've had this thing for 30 years, and I just separate my eyelashes with a pin. But I'm used to doing it that way. I don't recommend it. I recommend using what I just showed you, a lash comb. Okay, these are amazing, and it'll do the same thing. I'm just used to doing it the other way. Okay, so now that was one coat, and you can already see how long those lashes are with one coat, and how I have no lashes on this side. Okay, that was one coat. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do another coat. You're going to start with the gel again, and you're going to go mid-lash to tip on both sides, top and bottom. Or should I say the underside of the top lashes, and then over, like brushing them down. If you have straight eyelashes, you want to use if you have an eyelash curler, you want to use that before you use the gel and fibers, okay? You want to use that beforehand. Or you can just, right now I'm just trying to separate these. So I'm going to go back to my handy dandy pin, and I'm going to separate them so that they're not all together, just like that. Then I'm going to take my fibers, roll them on. This is a second coat, okay? Just like that. And I put it underneath, mid-lash to tip, and then on the top. I brush them down. You just kind of flick them. Just like that. This stuff is incredible. I love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, now I'm going to seal that on, okay? You have to seal them or the fibers will fall, ladies. All right? There are directions in the box, but there's like easier, easy ways to do it. I do one eye at a time. And I usually am a 2-coat girl with this particular formula that we have, because it gets them long enough for me. And right now, like I said, I'm just spreading them out. And I'm going to do what you do not need to do. You can use the lash comb and put them where you want them. Just like that, okay? So I've sealed those on, all right? Now, if you notice, I didn't do anything to the lowers, all right? Because I don't put fibers on my lower lashes. All I'm going to do is use the gel. Now, if you don't want to use fibers on someday, you don't have to. You can use this gel, and it's just like a mascara, okay? And yeah, I just put it on my face. And we do have bloopers here and there. So that's why we have our handy dandy little Q-tips. And I'm going to remove it really quickly. Okay, so that is just 2 coats on that one eye. Okay, we have nothing on the other. So now I'm going to speed up the process. Make sure that you are stirring the tube. You do not pump because you don't want it to dry out, okay? So here we go. Now I'm just going to go full speed. I was going kind of slow on that one so I could explain what I was doing. But now I'm going to go full speed. Just putting it and kind of fanning out my eyelashes. Okay. Go back to the fibers. Roll them on the back of my hand. Flick them on. From mid-lash to tip. On both sides. The underneath of the top lashes and the tips. And push them down. And then push them back up. Get them as long as you want. This is buildable. You could put 10 coats if you want. You could put 20 coats if you want. Now I'm going to go and seal those on with the gel. Both sides. That way they don't fall on your face. And they will stay. They are water resistant. I can swim with these on and not have a problem. They come off easily with makeup wipes. And cleansers, but as far as coming off during the day, it does not come off. Not on me, not on anybody I know that has tried it and done it correctly and made sure that you have sealed them on. Now I'm going to go back over, since it's wet, I'm going to go back over and put my second coat of fibers on, that wet gel. So it's gel, fiber, gel, fiber, gel. You always want to start with gel and end with gel. No matter how many coats you do, you always start with the gel and end with the gel. Okay, so this is fibers. Now I'm going to do the gel over the top. And this is sealing them on so they go nowhere. I could sleep in them. I don't suggest that because we're not supposed to sleep in our makeup, but I do. I pass out with my makeup on, and it's okay because this is ophthalmologist approved. It's for, if you have sensitive eyes, like I do, you won't have problems with this. Okay, so that was my second coat. I got 2 coats on each, and now all I got to do is finish the lower, and all I use is the gel on the lower. Okay? Just like that. Okay. And now I'm just going to kind of go over all of them again. Just because it's what I do. Because I like big eyes. And I've changed the whole shape of my eyes, as you can see. Okay? So, now, that's what my eyes look like done, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set all of this with our setting powder. Hold on. I want to try something new. We have these coming out tomorrow, and they're amazing, okay? We have the powder. I'm going to use, we have 5 shades of each, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 shades of each. Cream, powder, and cream stick, okay? These are luminizers. All right. This is the iridescent.
Hey.
Big Daddy's home. Pop
Hello,
your head around here.
Facebook world.
You just got home. Okay, so this is the iridescent one. They come in 5 different shades and they are gorgeous, okay? This is to luminize. So do you get that J-Lo glow going on right here? Which I'm not used to doing, but I am going to go ahead and start. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this, because they say this is the easiest one to use. I'm just going to highlight right there and right here. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to tap it in. right underneath. Okay, that's the only place I want to put it, because that's the only place that I want to shine is right there. The only jig low glow I want on this older face is right through there. Okay, this is the iridescent. This is the one that is for all, this is the most popular one for all skin tones. Okay, that's all I'm doing is just tapping it on. Okay, and now I'm going to set this whole face of makeup. Okay, this is the Behold translucent powder. It's not mandatory, it's not necessary, but this is something that I like to do because I like this to stay on all night and all day, or all day and all night. So I'm just, and it's got a nice little netting in there, and then this is the brush that goes with it. Okay, and I'm just going to now go in a downward motion with this translucent powder to get rid of any of the shine, to give me that matte finished look. And it sets it, and we're coming out, and I can't wait for this, we're coming out with a setting spray that is the Behold setting spray. That stuff's going to go like hotcakes, let me tell you, because that is going to keep, there's all sorts of tricks with that, especially with oily skin. I'll teach you some oily skin tricks with the setting spray as soon as I can get my hands on it. Okay, so that was the Behold translucent powder, the stuff that keeps going out of stock. Get you some. I'm telling you, when it comes up, I will let you know that it's coming up, that it's back in. You go in, you grab it, or you have me grab it for you, and you're not going to want to do without this. This will last you forever. Okay, and the last thing, my lips. Okay, we are going to turn my lips into a nude shade. Here we go. Okay, so you saw I used Sappy. Okay, this is lip stain. All right, you saw me put that on. All right, nothing on my hand. Okay, nothing. It's transfer proof. There's nothing on there. It goes on matte. You can use just a bonbon over the top of it, a chapstick, whatever, a lip gloss if you want, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the eyeliner in the shade Prim, okay? I love this liner. This gives me and yes, I did say eyeliner. I use the browns, the Prim and the Proper that are browns. I use those for my lips, okay? I'm going to outline my lips because it gives a more clean look, and I don't have a Cupid's bow, so I need to create one. Go figure. I got to create my cheekbones. I got to create everything on my face. I'm going to create a slimmer nose. All right. All right. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to line these lips. And this is our light brown Prim eyeliner. This is that look you guys are always asking me about, how I get that look on my lips, okay? This is my most popular look of my lips. Everybody's always asking me when I do this in my pictures what I'm using, and this is how I do it. I'm going to color my lips in with this eyeliner in Prim, and I can use it just like that and add a shimmer over it, or, you know, a gloss or bonbon or whatever. Okay, what I do is I change this and I use the lipstick in the make sure it's the right one, in the shade Well-To-Do, and believe me, my Well-To-Do is like almost gone. I need another one. I can't live without this lipstick. Okay, here we go. Now watch this. It's going to go to a natural neutral shade. This is this lip look you guys are always asking me to do. There we go. So that is the look of the day, and I'm done. You see, Look at those lips. And the eyes, 2 coats of Fiber Lash mascara. Okay, we use the Bittersweet, the Splurge eyeshadow in Bittersweet for the pop color on the lid. Okay, we used Palette 1 Chipper as a transition color and Palette 1 Forthright as the Smoky Eye. And Smitten up here, I used the Dark Obsession Brow Palette. I used Taffeta in my foundation and my concealer, okay, and got rid of my old eyeliner with the concealer, and I put a new eyeliner. Then I used the satin pressed powder to give me the glow, okay. I used the Malibu Beachfront Bronzer and the Scarlet pressed powder to highlight and contour, okay. And I use the color Sweet for the blush, okay, which you saw all in here. I used the Behold translucent powder to set everything, and that J-Lo glow when the light hits it just right, where you see that J-Lo glow happening right there. That was from the stick version of the shade Iridescent. Okay, it comes in a powder and a cream as well, but I like this because it's nice and easy. It's nice and easy to use. And I believe, oh, and the Perfect Black eyeliner, and Prim or Sappy lip stain, okay, first, then the Prim eyeliner on my lips and filled them in, and then the shade Well-To-Do lipstick over the top of it. And that is the look that I will have for the rest of the night, because chances are, since I'm feeling better, we might go out to eat, and I'm excited. I want to get out of the house. So anyways, but thank you guys all for watching me, and like I said, if any questions, PM me. Send me a message and I will color match you really quick. We need to get those Flawless 4s to you before you can't get them at that price anymore, okay? So the Flawless 4s are one of these, your brush that goes with it, and the Glorious Primer, but yours will be black, okay? That's the Flawless 4. This is the base face. It's worth $139 for $99. That's it. You save $40 by getting this set, okay? And I've got my website posted above. You're free to just go on there and order anything you want, but that is under Kudos, okay? That's under the Kudos. But you're welcome to shop, and if you want my help, just go ahead and PM me, and I'll color match you, and I'll answer any questions you have, and I'll try to get to all these questions in here, okay? So thank you again for joining me, and hopefully we'll have something fun to do next time too, okay? Maybe it's not all about makeup. I do all sorts of videos. So now that I feel better, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. So I guess I will talk to you guys later, and you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. It is Sunday, right? Yeah. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. How do you get into VIP group, Amber? It's on my wall. Okay, there's a VIP. It's called Mystique Vanity Academy by Marlene, Smoking Hot VIP. It's on my wall. All you got to do is click on it, and then request to join, and then get in there. Yes, get in there, because I've got a little thing going on right now to where I can't tell what the prize is because we're not allowed to do that on our main wall, but you get in there. No presenters. Sorry guys, I love you, but we all have our own VIP groups, and that is my VIP group. So no presenters, please, because I do check. I do make sure that there are no presenters in there, okay? So anyways, I will talk to you guys later, and any questions, PM me. I'm right here, okay? Love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye. Oh, Big Daddy's yelling bye. Bye. Mwah.